At the time of this recording, it's been about 3 days since the fires started in California. And it was just reported moments ago that the Palisades fire is about 6% contained. After 3 days, 6% contained. Now, for a few days now, it's been sitting at 0% contained. So 6%, I'll take it, I guess. But that kind of shows you where we're at after a few days. Who knows what's going to be happening over the coming days, but as of right now, the end is not in sight. And that's very scary to even think about, considering all of the devastation we've seen thus far. But I've been sitting here over the past few days, watching these fires spread, and I've been trying my best to remain as reasonable as possible. I've been sitting on the fence, just keeping my eyes and ears open, watching everything play out, trying to keep an open mind to all possibilities. I'm trying not to automatically think the worst, but I feel like at some point, as these random fires kept popping up, it became kind of obvious to me and a lot of other people that, hey, maybe there's someone or someone's starting some of these fires. I'm not saying that the fires weren't naturally spreading at first, because they got crazy winds out there in the area right now. And as I've explained, if you've watched my past videos, you know where I'm at on this topic. As I've said, not everything has to be a conspiracy. But I think it's reasonable to question if some of this is acts of arson. Do we have arsonists on the loose out here sparking freaking fires around LA, around this area of California? Because these fires just kept popping up. They don't even have the first fire contained, but every few hours there's another fire here, another fire there. And I get that the wind is spreading some of this stuff, but some of this stuff is not happening naturally. You're not going to convince me that it is. But the mainstream media, they're focusing on climate change. Climate change this, climate change that. Well, not that long ago, it was just announced that the LAPD has made an arrest. Someone was out here starting fires. And the citizens of California took the guy down. I guess they did a little citizen's arrest or something like that, called the cops, and now the dude has been arrested. The Kenneth fire, it's been confirmed as an act of arson. And the guy has been arrested, and we have the footage. And it turns out that this climate change that they've been blaming, the climate change they've been talking about, it really kind of looks like illegal immigrants just running around starting fires. That's what climate change is starting to look like if you look at the footage of the arrest made of at least one of these people who's been out here starting fires in California. And we know that there are others. Other people have been captured on video. I don't think any arrests have been made. I haven't heard of any. But I know the FBI is on the ground investigating some of these fires. I don't know if we could trust them either, but hey, it is what it is. I want to roll this clip, though. Let's take a look at what climate change actually is. Let's look at what climate change actually looks like in California. Let's look at the man who was just arrested for starting at least one of these fires. Roll the clip, and then I'll be right back.
Commander 21, Adams is transferring. Incident command, Commander 21, boy, that baby up to 495
Yeah. In wrestling and jiu-jitsu.
Folks, just about 12 hours ago, it was considered unreasonable to even bring up arson. It was once again considered a conspiracy theory. Whenever someone points out the obvious, it's called a conspiracy theory, right? Well, now here we are. An arrest has been made. Now we got a real good look at what climate change looks like. This is like that Scooby-Doo moment. Have you ever seen the meme? When the Scooby gang, they catch the ghost or the criminal or whatever, and they unmask them? Climate change has just been unmasked. And it turns out that climate change is really crazy, evil people, possibly in this country illegally. We don't really know right now. But either way, crazy, evil people out here starting fires, causing people to lose their homes, lives, livelihoods, everything they have. People had to evacuate because of the fire that man started. The fire is still going on and raging on as we speak. Who knows how much damage may be caused? But guess what? I can tell you this. We live in a monkey see, monkey do society. And right now, if you're someone who watches and uses the TikTok app and stuff like that, you're being trained with the little TikTok trends and the little TikTok dances. You see one person do one thing, hell, 15,000 other people got to do it. So you best believe if one person gets arrested for doing something like this, there will be 3 more doing it tomorrow. So right now, there's no end in sight to the chaos, and people are capitalizing on the chaos. And I think that's one of the reasons why some of these fires are being spread. Sure, I think part of it is maybe just an attack on America. But other parts of it, listen, you got gangs of people out here riding around looting. They're setting some of these fires knowing that people are going to evacuate their homes. When they do, these gangs roll in and they start looting the homes. It's just, it's balls to the wall crazy. And right now, no one, and when I say no one, I mean the people in charge, the officials, no one in charge is having a real conversation right now about this problem. We're still talking about climate change. Let's argue about Donald Trump. Let's argue about this. Let's argue about that. No, how about we have a conversation about how people are running around California starting these fires, but we're not going to have the conversations that need to be had, right? We might have them on this channel. You may see other people having them, on their own channels or on social media. You may be having these conversations at home, but the people who should really be having these conversations, because it's their job to be having these conversations, they're not talking about this stuff. They're not worried about things from this angle. They're worried about their own agendas and how they can capitalize off of it, just like the looters are capitalizing off of the chaos. It's just all out balls to the wall crazy, right? But hey, welcome to 2025, folks. It's going to be one hell of a year. But for now, let me know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.